We're going to talk about this man here and his step to making millions. Myron is his name. He's got over a million. Myron Golden. So, uh, commercials there everywhere. So Myron Golden, he says, you ever wonder why so many people are stuck in poverty? Good question. He almost said, I don't like theories. So anyhow, let's move on here a little bit. We bought into lies, and here's what he's talking about. Our belief systems uh, affect our actions. Let's move into this. Now, he's talking about the people in Egypt, the Israelites. They made bricks, and this helped enslave them from their captures. Build the kingdom that enslaves us. Let's move on. Okay, believe is hard, so we got to change our belief systems, we got to change our actions. And we're talking about education, how he needs to change. We need to change how we educate our children so they can take care of themselves as adults and break free of these shackles of bad education, bad thinking, bad actions. So we keep moving on here. He's going to tell you here in a moment. He's going to tell you here in a moment. Huh. Now, did you hear that? You're assigning a level of difficulty on something to do that you don't know what to do. You've already assigned and said that it's difficult to do, and you don't know how to do it. You didn't go find someone that did know how to do it and then do it. You just assigned difficulty to it and didn't do it. And we're going to go to that. We're going to go to that verse in a moment. But do you believe that? Are you going to be responsible for that? Okay, let's go on to that verse. We're going to go on to that just a second here. Let's go to that verse right now. Let's move this over. Now this is in Psalms 8. Psalms 8 in the Old Testament, of course. Consider the works of thy fingers, the moon, stars, and that thou hast ordained. And let's get into the other verse 4. This is Psalms 8, 3, 4 now. What is man, that thou art mindful of him? And the Son of Man, that's Jesus Christ, that thou visit him. And thou hast made him a little lower than the angels, and crowned him with glory and honor. That's talking about man and also Jesus Christ. That thou hast given him dominion over thy works and of thy hands, and put all things under his feet. Dominion over the works of thy hands, and has put all things under his feet. Very interesting verse. Okay, what are we doing with that understanding, that belief? Do we believe it? Do we believe it? Are we responsible for it? Probably not. Back up here a bit. Okay, Marvin, tell it like it is. Ha ha! Can I get a witness? Yeah. There are a lot of things you know how to do, but you're not doing them. Can I get a witness? Yeah. Right on, Marvin. Anyhow, let's go on here. I've gotten through this kind of quickly, but there's a point that I want to get to. I gotta get one of these boards. Let's get off these commercials. They're a bane. You have to connect your revenue income from time. Hourly wage, what are you making per hour? Nah, get rid of that thinking. Gonna make unlimited income, you have to break it away from time because time is limited here on this earth. Now these are neat boards. I'm gonna have to pick one of these up in times and do webinars and whatnot. This is an amazing board. Uh, Pace Morley uses this board type of board. In this life. Ha 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 ha! Ha ha! Charge $40,000 an hour for consulting. Wowzer Bowser. Let's get into this. We're going to get into some of his principles. Uh, I'm not trying to cut you short here, but we're going to break this down because this is loaded. He's talking about $20 per book. He's getting into physical product, and he's talking about a book. But he's talking about turning this book into an audio program and then into a course going from 2,000 to 55,000 to 350,000 to $1 million. Let's look a little bit at this math. And we went to this thing with Chicken Soup for the Soul to find out how to do a book. And he spent 2,000 to get to the thing plus a hotel and other stuff, and he'd spent 18 grand on how to do this. And he created a book. He's created several books, and I think he said he sold over 50,000 of those books. Most average people do 5,000 or 500 books. Average book sale is 500 books. But now he starts taking off these zeros. What happens if I turn that 20 to 2,000, take off the zero? And what if I do a seminar and take off another zero and it's 2,000? Oh, what if I turned off these commercials? So our belief systems are stopping us here. Got rid of two zeros. He's now got a course for, he had an audio course for 200. Now he's got a training course for 2,000. Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! I let my what ifs talk me into. Ah! 350,000. And you sold 10 of them. 350,000. Raised it from 200,000 to 350,000. Sold 10 of them. If you can help someone achieve a result, they'll happily pay you. People pay for results. You're not going to pay 200,000 for crap. People pay for results. How to solve those problems. How to solve those problems. If you could solve problems and help people solve their problems, they will pay you for it. Every problem has a money value. And the greater problems you solve, the greater money you're going to make. He's got a program for $1 million. He's got a program for $1 million. And he only has 5 people in it, and it's a year's program. Only 5 people in it, $1 million a pop. He got 3 people in it right now. He's going to get another 2. And he's going to help work with them for a year for $1 million. They're going to pay so much down and they're going to wire the rest. If you can really help people solve their problems, they'll gladly pay it for you. And he says, I, I don't tell them the price. I don't haggle price. I make it painful if they don't buy it. Interesting man, to say the least. We're going to end it here. Roger Martin. Are we thinking about wealth right? Are we thinking about how to change our lives and the lives of others? Solve problems. We're paid to solve problems. The bigger problems we can solve, the more we're going to get paid. Not just millions, but billions. The biggest problems in the world become, if you could solve them, become billionaires. Billionaires.